Right. I mean, you want to be around those that have been there and done that, or at least on the way to being there and done that.
Yes.
Okay, it's so important. Hey, plumbing pros, welcome to the 453rd episode of Potty Talk Live. That's right, I'm your host, Richard Bainey, the $1 Million Plumber, along with my co-host, the lovely Laura.
Hello.
Hey, sweetheart. It's good to have you here.
Good to have you.
On another episode of Potty Talk Live, where we're Potty Talk Live. Well, if you're watching on video, that's why I call it live. If you're watching this, I hope you're watching this here on video, or you're listening to the podcast. Good to have you here on the podcast as well. All right, where we're talking the business of plumbing.
Yes.
Today's title, episode title is Drowning in Your Plumbing Business? Big question mark. Start here. Well, where are we starting? Okay, I'm going to give you kind of a three-step rescue plan. I got three
life rafts?
Life preservers or something I'm going to throw out to you.
All right.
To stop the drowning.
Okay.
All right. I guess we'll get to it here in just a moment. I'll save you. So I guess you can just kind of struggle here for a little bit.
Tread. How long can you tread water?
Right. Okay. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Okay. Hey, but before we get to that, hey, let's thank our sponsor.
All right, let's do it.
Let's be blunt. If you're a plumbing contractor driving around in a plain white van, you're practically invisible. Without a distinctive, memorable brand, you're missing the chance to make an instant connection. You're good at what you do, but how are people supposed to see that you look blends in with every other generic service out there? Now meet Congify. They're not just another design outfit. They're your key to transforming that plain white van into a rolling, unmistakable symbol of trust, quality, and professionalism. Congify specializes in helping plumbing businesses build powerful brand identities, distinctive logos, bold color schemes, and unified messaging, all at a fraction of the cost top agencies charge. They'll make you impossible to ignore, giving you the confidence to dominate your local market and stand head and shoulders above the competition. If you're done feeling invisible, if you're ready to elevate your business from just another plumbing company to a household name, check out Congify. Don't settle for blending in. Stand out, own your market, and watch your business take off. That's right, Congify. Congify. Congify, cool name. All right, cool guys. Working on your brand there.
Yes.
They are good.
They're good.
Check them out. All right.
Okay, so what are we talking about?
We're working on your plumbing business. Okay, and if you're just kind of drowning, feeling like you're just, well, first of all, if you feel like you just aren't making it, and a lot of times what we hear is, my customers, they're different. They just won't pay that, so you're not charging that, what you need to be charging, or, somehow my market is different. There aren't any guys, all that, I can't hire anybody, all that kind of stuff. Okay. All right. Those are lies, really. Okay. And so there's a reason why you may be drowning, but let me throw you these life preservers.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. Let's do it here. Okay. Life preserver number 1. Okay. Stop working for free. Okay. Stop working for free. Are you a dead man plumbing? Yes, you are. If you're driving around giving free estimates.
Yes.
I'll just get right to it. Okay. Stop with the free estimates.
Yes.
Okay.
It's almost like, okay, this is whatever, but I'm going to say it anyway. Stop working for free. That's like, well, of course, right? It's kind of a course thing. Like just the other day, and this will date the episode, President Trump just signed in that there's only 2 genders, right? And it's like, did we really need the President of the United States to tell us that? Right? That's how crazy it is. So it's kind of the same thing. Stop working for free seems like a no-brainer. But unfortunately, some of you guys are.
But the junk creeps in. Like one of the lies is, well, I got to do free estimates because everyone else is doing free estimates, and they're asking, I got to do free estimates. That's the lie that creeps in. Well, maybe I don't know what a woman is. I mean, maybe because I don't know what is a woman.
I'm not a doctor.
Right. Exactly. Okay. It's stupid. I mean, just talking it's stupid. Same thing goes here. Okay, we bring in these misconceptions or lies that I can't, I got to get free estimates, or I can't charge that. Well, a lot of times when we come in, I don't want to rip people off like that big company.
Right.
And I say, well, it's the same big company that has all the customers, okay, and all the nice trucks and the good equipment and guys that want to work for them.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that
guys
big
that
company,
have insurance and other benefits.
And they get all the 5-star reviews and all that. I mean, that big company that's ripping people off, okay? And you're here struggling, drowning, you can't find guys, Okay. Well, why would anyone come? You got a piece of crap truck, and
why would anybody want to
work for you, right? You don't, customers aren't calling you. Well, you're the cheapest, right? You're the cheapest in town. Why aren't they calling you? Right?
You won that race.
All right.
Right to the bottom.
Right. Drowning.
Drowning. Stop.
Okay.
Save yourself.
So stop that. Okay. Stop working for free. Okay. All right.
There's no brainer number one.
Right. Exactly. I appreciate we hear it is fun. It's genius.
Richard, you're a genius.
And we get it's like, well, charge something. That's
What?
genius. I love it. Look,
guys, it was us. We even said in the last episode,
Right.
like we're really talking to us, however many years ago, 20, 24 years ago when we started our plumbing business. We're talking to those knuckleheads that was us when we started our business, and because we were totally clueless.
Exactly.
So, anyway. So don't be knuckleheads like we were.
All right, life preserver number 2. Okay, know your worth and charge it. Imagine that.
Know your worth.
Okay, I don't want to go off the deep end here, but it's just we come in. First of all, you got to know your worth, and I like how chose that word worth. Is you got to know what it costs you. It could have said it that way, which is true. Know what it costs. What you got to know. You got to know all your costs. Okay, to truly be charging what you should be charging. But I like to you put it, charge what you're worth, because that's the thing that we bring a lot, and we've seen it now hundreds of times. Is I don't feel when we say I'm not going to rip people off like that big guy. Really, what we've learned and we hear psychologically, and I have to admit, I kind of felt that way as well. Is I don't believe I'm worth that. Okay, I don't believe I'm worth that. And then that gets right in the way first. So now, of course, I can only charge $85 an hour, $95 an hour. I'm lucky to get that, that kind of a thing.
But you are worth. Yep. You are worth more than likely. Again, you've got your license. If you started a plumbing business, then you got a plumbing license. So you had to put some time in, and probably quite a bit, and possibly some schooling, depending on where you are. And so you have a value. You've got a value to not only that you possess, but as a value to your community. It's value to your family, as a value to your community. And so you're worth it. The people that are calling your plumbing business or calling for plumbing services, they need plumbers. They're calling for a reason, and it's something that you have that they need. So you are worth it. So stop thinking that, okay, well, I'm just a one or two guy truck, right? It's just a couple of us. No, think about where you want to be and act like that. Act like the CEO of a 7, 10, 15 truck company, however big you want to get. Act like that now. Act like and live in that mindset, as opposed to, well, I'm just a couple years old here and we're struggling and blah blah blah. No. Live in the future. Live in where you want to be, not where you are.
Right on. I mean, exactly. I mean, and then I mentioned the cost. So you got to go like charge. Know what you're worth. You are worth all that experience, all that on the job experience. Okay. All that training, okay. Yes, it take you. How many times you got Monday mornings, you go out on calls from some guy that spent all weekend trying to install the shower valve.
That was always
lost his whole weekend.
Lost his whole weekend.
Okay, trying to install it, do whatever.
Probably did some damage.
Right, something like that. And so you can do it in an hour. Well, so you're going to charge. I can only charge $85, an hour.
There's value to that.
There's value to that, and what it costs you for all that training. So back to the cost here. It's a huge mistake guys make. They just charge for the time, the cost to do that particular job.
Right.
But there's a cost to running your whole business. The cost to get the parts. Okay, the time it took to call or do whatever, to order, time to handle the parts. That's just the parts. Okay, and we haven't got into the other administrative stuff that you're doing with the business. Right. The time it took to do it. Correct. That's what you need to charge for. Okay. 100%.
And there's the finesse, not only just the time that you put in and the experience that you've got, but there's finesse. There's a finesse to some plumbing jobs. There just is that you learn through the experience, and that's why Mr. Jones is calling on Monday morning, trying to get somebody out after he's lost his whole weekend. Right. He's paying for the finesse that you have for something like a tub and shower valve or a hose spigot or whatever it is that he's been struggling with. And there's a value to that. Guys, you're valuable. You got to start acting like you are valuable, and the skill that you bring to your community and to your business is valuable. It's worth something.
Exactly. And so, we see it hundreds of times now, and learn the honest hourly rate and how to come up with the honest hourly rate and those kinds of things. You do those kinds of things. They're simple things to do once you learn how to do that. Okay, literally that week, okay, will double, even triple their income,
right?
Their average ticket, whatever the thing is. Okay, and it's an easy thing to do, but you just gotta know how to do it. Okay,
Yep.
So you got to know your worth. Okay, know your worth and know your cost, and charge it. Okay, charge it.
Charge it.
Okay, and then finally, okay, number 3.
Whoop. Okay.
All right, 3. Stop doing this alone. Okay, stop doing this alone. It goes right. Don't lone wolf it. All right. We talk. Look, 95% of all plumbing businesses fail within the first 3 years. Okay, so if you want to take that risk, I mean, that's a huge risk to take. All right, and the only reason they fail is not because you're not good at plumbing or don't love your customers or aren't a nice guy and whatever. Okay, no, it's you don't know these things. You don't know the business. You don't know the business side of things, and you're trying to figure it out all by yourself. Okay, so if you want to risk 3 years, okay, trying to get it all figured out, and not to mention the money, thousands of dollars. Bankruptcy, which then throws thousands, the cost of going bankrupt, okay? There's a lot there. Don't do this alone, okay? And I'm not talking about competition. I mean, being at the local PHCC group is not, that's your competition. They're not telling you anything. You're not learning anything there.
Well, and also, just because you hang out with other plumbers, which might be guys that work for you,
right?
Or guys that work for another shop that are plumbers, that's not the people you want to be around. You want to be around others who are in the position you are, or a few steps ahead, right, of building a plumbing business where you can support each other, encourage each other. Sometimes be frustrated, either spike the football or just kind of have a punching bag or whatever that I've had a really rough week or whatever it might be. That's what you need to be around, other business owners, not other plumbers, man. And here's the other thing. I've said this before. Get out of these stupid Facebook groups that are for the bunch of freaking hacks. They're just sorry, and I just almost cursed there. All these hacks, and then it's a Debbie Downer. You guys know it. It's a total downer. It's guys that are just mouthy and whatever, and they're going to put everything down. Man, get away from that stuff. Get around others who are like-minded, who are forward-thinking, who want to grow a business, who want to grow an asset, who want to provide a great service to the community, have great employees, benefits, all the things. Get around those types of people, not the ones that are going to be bringing you down.
Right on.
Is in those groups.
Right. I mean, you want to be around those that have been there and done that, or at least on the way to being there and done that.
Yes.
Okay. It's so important. You get mentored, all right, to get coached. Okay.
We know a few coaches.
We do know a few, and we see it, and we've seen it now hundreds of times. Again, it's just not, it's not that you're stupid and can't do this and figure this out on your own. You just weren't taught these things. Look, you didn't come into plumbing and just on the first day on the job or the first week or the first month would love to do all the plumbing and know everything. It didn't work that way. You had a master who showed you, and it took time. What makes you think you can walk into a business, you start a plumbing business, and you weren't taught business.
Right.
You don't know anything, okay?
More than likely, you didn't come from a family that had a business or were entrepreneurial.
Right.
9 times out of 10, you're not coming from a family where there was an entrepreneurial spirit or the thought of striking out and doing your own thing or whatever. More than likely, you come from very safe. We get our job. Let's get a real job, quote unquote. Get a real job. Stay safe. Get benefits. All that. That's probably where you came from. And that's why you definitely need to be around other people that are more forward thinking and wanting to grow a business.
Right. That's exactly right.
Show a let's see, where's it at? Hold on a second. There it is. I think this is it. There we go.
Oh, I saw that. Yes, someone's in our academy, a new member to the Success Academy. You hear us talk about the Success Academy on Potty Talk here. So we have what? Yeah, Luke. Yep. It says, "Hi everyone. I came from new construction." Boy, does that sound familiar? All right. All my plumbing career, and now transition to service seems scary. We so get that. Okay, saying a lot there. It is scary. All right, mostly because I'm an introvert. All right, systemize, it doesn't matter, we can systemize that, which is what he's learned, but also seems like a totally different aspect of plumbing in some ways. Yep. Well, anyways, it's a blessing to have MDP, $1 Million Plumber Program, to know how and what to do when running a plumbing service business, but also be a part. Okay, this is where key of the Facebook group. In this case, there's a Facebook.
In this case, there's a Facebook group, but that's actually moving over to school. But
go ahead. All right. All right, to lean on and ask questions, fellow like-minded. Man, did we pay him?
Fellow like-minded plumbing business owners.
Right.
Thanks in advance. I'm sure I'll have plenty of questions to post in the near future. What I love is one of our other clients, another member, Joe, how he responded.
Welcome. Yeah, welcome, Luke. Yeah, you made the right choice by joining MDP. Thank you. We got to slip these guys some money here. So many great people on here that have or are in the same boat. Yep, that's right. I too did have a lot of new construction and commercial work. That's so common, guys. I'm just getting started with MDP, and I'm bringing in more than double of what I was making before just by implementing their proven system. Best of luck to you and your business. All right, thank you. That's great.
That's awesome. Thank you, both Luke and Joe, for the posts online.
And that's the thing. It's just systemizing this, okay? You weren't taught these things. And once you're taught, okay, your skill in business will grow a lot quicker than what you did with the plumbing. That's how simple this is.
Right.
But if you'll do these things, to know them and then to implement them. Okay, that's the next step, because our minds want to say, well, no, I got to work weekends, or we just talked about, I got to work weekends, or I got to do this, or my customers won't pay that. That kind of stuff.
Those are all lies from the pit of hell.
Right.
That's
okay.
what they are.
You put these systems in place. You can't help but be successful.
Right. Going back to this, point number 3, which is stop doing this alone. That was perfect from Luke and from Joe, and that's exactly what we're talking about. Man, there's just a great support group of plumbing business owners who don't want to be alone, who want to have the support, who want to ask questions. And that's what it's about, and we love that. And we've got members that have been in there for years and years and years. And
just for that, they know this stuff now, which I love they stay in, because they behave like masters. They teach and speak in, and so you benefit from that.
Yes.
And I said that 95% of all plumbing businesses fail within the first 3 years. Okay, fact, which is scary enough. But what I think is even scarier is that those that don't, that 5% that don't. That don't fail, they're just surviving. 97% of those are just surviving. So it feels like this, right? Paycheck to paycheck, week to week, waiting on that next draw. Okay, it's one step up, 2 steps back. Just can't get ahead. It doesn't seem like the bank account is growing. You basically, just have a fancy job that you own. That you
not very fancy.
Right? It's not, okay, if you're in that boat. Okay, look. Get with others. And then if you want to hear more, you just want to have a conversation, you want to learn more about, what's available, or even just point in the right direction. Okay. Look, there's no pressure. Book a call with one of my success coaches. Okay. All right. Go to $1,000plumber.com/call. All right. And we'll have a conversation. It's this simple. We're going to find out more about your plumbing business. Okay. What's the problem? What seems in your mind? What's the main thing that's standing in the way? And then we'll come up with a plan to overcome that. Okay, and even move forward beyond. Okay, because it really is more than just that one problem. But we want to at least solve that one problem first. Okay, and move forward. All right, there we go. All right, okay. $1,000plumber.com/call. All right, so there we are.
All right.
Hey,
so
those are 3 life rafts.
So they're life preservers.
Life preservers. There we go. Yep. Throw out your way. Stop working for free. All right. Stop with the free estimates. All right. Know your worth and charge it. Okay. There's value in all your experience. All right. And then finally, stop doing this alone. You don't need to go it alone. Don't lone wolf it. Okay. You are an eagle. Eagles soar alone. Okay. All right. There is that part of the personality, but you won't survive alone. Okay. Or thrive alone. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Good one there. All right. Hey, and as always, before I let you go, as we wrap things up here, I want to remind you that you were purposefully and wonderfully created, and you were created to do great things. Plumb like a champion.
Everybody.